What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel, and welcome to a quick little guide, or quick-ish guide on, you guessed it, signs. Now, this is something I didn't really understand when I first started the game and playing it and all that, but this is going to be one of your more useful items that you can craft and utilize. Signs. There's multiple different types of signs. There's a regular sign, there's a billboard, there's a good sign. What do they do? What do they do? What are they used for? Primarily, you're going to be using them to designate certain areas of the map as however you'd like to designate them. I've got some examples over here. You know, I've got my forestry, minor area, farm area, stuff like that. But they're more than just labels. Pretty much what you're going to be doing with these is you're going to be assigning areas to them, and then you're going to also be assigning bots and jobs that the bots do to these areas. A good example of what you can do with these are construction bots and charger bots. That way, well, they can reach more. Now, I've got some numbers and letters and stuff listed over here, and these are the sizes that they can designate. So if you go into a sign, you can choose an area that you can actually have it be for kind of an area of influence. For your first two starting signs, your sign and your directional sign, it's 17 by 17. Now, one thing to take note of, if you have a robot and you have them search an area, at least a base level Mark 0 with no upgrades, it's 12 by 12. So you can already see it's a pretty big upgrade as far as an area of influence is concerned. So when you start to put that together, it makes a lot of sense to utilize signs, especially when you get into some of the other ones, like the billboard, for instance. It's 21 by 21, pretty decent amount of size. But the best sign that you can get is called a good sign, and that is a 36 by 36. I'm going to zoom way out here to even do this. Oh, and one little fun thing to take in mind. When you're looking at an area and you're designating, like this, for instance, is a 36 by 36, the area can't go into any of these darker sections over here. So say, for instance, I pick this up, right? If I try to move to the right here, it's actually going to get blocked by this. So if you're ever moving around your signs and for some reason the area that you've marked off changes, this is why. So as you can see, it's not moving anymore. And then if I move this way, it will move right up until I reach that little black spot. So keep that in mind. If your area of influence that you've marked down for your sign changes, that's probably why. Anyway, let's get into some of the other more fun roles and usages of signs. For that, we're going to head right up here where I've got this little sign bot up here. He's kind of hanging out, moving back and forth. So this is one of the I guess, more advanced uses of signs other than designating a single stationary area. You can choose an area, and then the robot will walk around with said area. This one's about to run out of energy, actually. But the most popular usage for this are roving signs that are designated to chargers. So that way, instead of your robot that you have marked for charging only watching one little 12 by 12 area, like in the beginning of the game, you can build with these signs, and then it'll not only cover a larger area, which is 17 by 17, and let me charge you up real quick, but they will also charge a much larger area, because they will then start... Hi, you. Oh, that's a charger. They will also charge a much larger area due to the fact that the robot itself will be, well, roaming around and designating charger areas. Right now I've got this guy set up for moving between a couple little spaces here. Let me get you exactly how I set this up. And this is a really handy command, especially with your construction setups here. And I'll show you what this looks like here. Let's go ahead and just designate something easy here. I've actually got a few of these saved up. Hang on, let me throw these down real quick, so that way I can put an actual blueprint down. So I've got a blueprint here, and I got a blueprint here. The area of effect that the robot is actually covering is 17 by 17, so effectively anywhere from here all the way down to here. So wherever this robot will enter that area of influence, these robots that are construction-based will come and enter their little ingredients or whatever. However, the thing to take note is they will only work on that I guess, that string of command that they're within the area of influence. Kind of hard to explain, but they'll only actually build on a blueprint if the 17 by 17 or however big the area of influence is overlaps with a blueprint. So sometimes you'll see construction bots start a job and then not finish it because maybe your little, place that your robot is walking to walked away, and they'll be like, oh, well, I don't know what to do anymore. But eventually they'll figure it out. Now, this is a real simple command string that I set up here for this guy. Hang on. There you go. Okay. So, it's real simple. All you got to do is just physically move your person. So, if I come over here and, I don't know, say, come over here, like this, it'll say move to 23966. Okay. And then if I come over here and choose here, it'll be 23982. Now, to put in the wait commands and all that, all you have to do is go up here, go to the right-hand side where it says wait. You can put this command in, and if you're on PlayStation, you can hold square to copy the command, like that. And then, of course, you can press the corresponding buttons for Xbox, which I believe is X. And then for Switch, I don't know, it's the right-hand, or the left-hand face button. Anyway. But the wait commands are what really make this useful, especially for construction bots and whatnot. This is by seconds, by the way. So if you have a construction bot and you want them to walk around, I would recommend starting off 120 seconds. That's going to make them wait in one spot for 2 minutes, and so on and so forth. You can change that to however much you want. I think you can put that all the way up to like that long, which that's a long time. Don't do that. But yeah, you could set this for as much time as you want. You can have them wait for literally 1 second if you want. And then you can take the whole string and just kind of move it in there and do that. It doesn't take very much memory. It's relatively cheap to set this up for a roving bot. But yeah, it's pretty popular for charging bots and construction bots, like I was saying. But you do have to make sure that you set up your construction bots to a particular sign before you give them the actual sign to hold. So you would actually have to walk up to the sign, like I'll do it over here real quick just so you guys can see what it looks like. There we are. Come on, get over there. Pick up the sign. Alright, now for PlayStation, you hold triangle. Then you get this little thing. Link area, if you turn that off, it'll make it so that all the robots will not recognize the, in this case, 36 by 36 and use that for commands, but most of the time you're going to have it. But yeah, it acts just like any other area that you can do. You can move it around, and you can change the size of it if you want to. One of my favorite ways to utilize signs is for this type of an area, right? I will designate an area as wherever I'm doing, and then instead of moving the actual sign, I will just move the area of influence. You can pick up this area of influence and move it anywhere on the map that you have access to. So if you set this up for like a construction sign or whatever, or charging, and you want to build things or do logging or deforestry, you can set that up, and then when you're done with that area, you can just move straight on over to another area and plop it down without having to move the sign. So that's something to consider. It's very, very useful, and I would highly recommend that if you are playing this game, do look into it. You'll end up saving a lot of time and a lot of headache by utilizing this type of a mechanic, and as you can see here, both of our workbenches got done, so let's just store these. There we go. But yeah, anyway, I hope this could be useful for some of you guys. If you have any questions in regards to, signs or crafting, some scripts and stuff like that, feel free to, shoot me a message. They have a very, very useful Discord available. For Autobots, I believe it's Autonauts for Autonauts. It's Autonauts versus pirate bots, I believe the Discord's called. But anyway, feel free to look that up. Feel free to leave me a comment or ask any questions via this video if you so choose, and I'll try to get back to it and help you guys out. But anyway, I'm just kind of learning new little things here and there, and whenever I learn them, I'm gonna try and spend the time to teach you guys as best I can, which, granted, not super well, but hey, I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.